Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about something very important that concerns a lot of us. We're going to be talking about our jobs and if AI will take over our job. In today's video, we're going to be talking about two things. We're going to be talking about augmentation and automation. We'll talk about the difference between the augmentation and automation, and based on that, you'll be able to figure out which job will be 100% eliminated from the market and which job will be cut by 50% or 30% or 20%. So let's start this video. So augmentation, AI helps the person do the work better. Automation, AI performs part of the work automatically. So by another way, to make it simple, so for augmentation, AI will help you to do the work, but for the automation, you will help the AI to do the work. So you see the difference? So when it comes to augmentation, gives more information, summarize content, organize and compare, so AI will help you to do your work better. But when it comes to the automation, AI will handle routine tasks and will do the work for you. That's why it's very important to find out if your job can actually go under the automation and to what percentage. One of the nice websites you can actually go and find out any jobs that you want to know the scope of this job. It's called ONET Resource Center. When you go to the ONET Resource Center and you go under Tools, My Next Move, then you enter the profession or the career that you are interested in. And once you start typing, it will give you the full name of the career itself. Then the website will give you the scope of this work. What is the scope of the work? The website will tell you that this job, the job description will be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why do you need that? Because when it comes to the automation, the AI will be able to automate certain number of the scope. It will not gonna automate the entire job. So let's see an example. In this example here, I'm searching the car mechanic job. I will identify the task of this job, and based on the task, we'll be able to see generative AI potential and the job risk. So when it comes to this particular car mechanic job, so the task will be perform diagnosis. So generative AI, most likely 50% of this task will be taken by generative AI. So there is a type of medium risk here. Why? Because when you do the diagnosis for the car, AI will be able to do most of the car diagnosis in the future. So let's say 50%. So now after that, after you figure out what the problem with the car, then you go into the repair the car system. When it comes to repair itself, so this is actually the mechanic has to go inside the car and fix it. So there is a very low risk when it comes to the AI potential. So I put like around 20%. By the way, I created this sheet myself, and you can actually create any one once you go into the website and figure out the profession or the career that you actually are concerned about. Now, another task is use a specialized tool, and I put 20% risk why I'm putting here 20% risk? Because it's still like, even in the future, the AI will be in every single task that we do in our daily life, but to what extent and to what level? Another task here, interact with customer, again, like, because this is mechanic, so the customer would like to hear from the mechanic himself or herself. And that's why I put like a little bit higher here, 34%, versus like interact with the customer if you go into retail store. So this is might be like 60%. So overall for this particular job, so the job risk is about 30 to 35%, about 31%. So this job has hardly any risk when it comes to generative AI potential job risk. Another job here is on-call customer service. Now, again, we're going to identify the task and the AI potential and the job risk. So you can say that on-call customer service, answering routine questions, very high. Now you go into Amazon, and most of the answering routine question, it's an AI. Bank, same thing. So it's very high. This particular task is really, really high. It's still 80%, there's 20%, because sometimes when you fed up with this AI, you usually say, okay, just give me somebody to talk to. So this is a 20% of somebody to talk to. Anyhow, so now let's go into summarize complaint. Again, it's so high. Everything automated with this job. Handle escalation calls. So now it's getting into like, you need somebody, you need a real person. So it became like medium. Resolve unique issues. So now you need somebody, a human being. So it's low, but overall this job, it's 60% has generative AI potential job risk. So you can tell from this job and the car mechanic, what type of job it will have a very big generative AI potential job risk impact. You can do the same thing with any job. You can just, let's say, an architect. You can just say what the architect, he does design, he does RFIs, he does that. And then you can take actually the design itself is schematic design. You can put like 40% potential. And now as I'm thinking about architect, I think it is a big problem here, because the architect will do like code study, will do schematic design, will do when it comes to the RFI submill, usually they the one they look after that, because most of the head PM, they usually architects. So you can tell here like the whoever is working as an architect, there is a big AI potential job risk on this job also, unfortunately. That's why I'm studying that, because you guys, as I told you, I'm an architect and a project manager and a general contractor. And I said the first thing I said on my first video, the reason why I'm studying that, because very soon, if you don't know it, you are out. There are 3 key skills. If you learn them, will boost your salary by up to 47%, and that's according to Indeed. The first skill, prompt engineering, crafting clear, effective prompts, testing and refining input, understanding prompt type. That's what we call prompting engineering. Critical thinking. By the way, critical thinking is very, very important in the future. Critical thinker, verifying AI generated output. So when you receive the output, that you have to verify that, identify inaccuracy, and biases. Making decision based on on-site. Domain expertise, this is the third skill that will boost your salary. You have to have deep industry knowledge, and that's what we're doing here. Like, the reason why I'm studying that, because, well, I want to boost my salary by 47%. I'm not sure if that will work, because by the time I finish this course, probably all the knowledge will be old. Anyhow, let's go back. Okay, domain expertise, deep industry knowledge, integrating AI into workflow, problem solving in a specialized area, and that's what we are doing here. Generative AI impact on high versus low paid job, and all the researchers find out that high paid job has higher impact than low paid jobs. So professional technical rules, higher AI automation potential, and as we discussed on the previous slides. But when it comes to the low paid job, this is like people work with their hand, mechanic, plumber, electrician. I know plumber and electrician, they make good money, but I'm saying anybody who work with their hand, their position will have a very low paid job impact. That's why I said this video is very important, the difference between augmentation and automation. So I hope that this video is useful. If the video is useful, please do not forget the like. And if the channel is useful, please subscribe and share it with your friend and family, and talk to you in the next video. And thank you so much for watching.